Hey guys, welcome to YantraLanguage. This video will be based on creating a simple web page using HTML. My aim with this video is to introduce you guys to HTML and write a small basic code for a web page. First things first, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Now using it, we create a structure for a web page or a web application. How this works basically is that the HTML document like this one is read by a web browser like Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, or Safari. And these browsers read it and display the contents accordingly. Now, there are a few basic things that you need to understand about HTML. One of them is called the HTML element. Now, the HTML elements are basically the foundation of the HTML page. The HTML element or an HTML element begins with a start tag like this one and end tag, and then there is a little text or some content between them. Now this is how the HTML element looks like. So let's just go to the code and I'll explain you different elements that we'll be using. First here is something called as the doc type HTML. Now this is specifically for HTML5, mind you, and it's a doc type declaration. And then we have the HTML element, which is the root element of an HTML page. And whatever we write between these two tags of HTML, it will describe the web page. Then we have the head here. The head basically will have the meta information of the HTML page. Then there's the title here. So it defines the title, which will reflect on the browser. So on the browser tab, the content that we have written in here, it will be reflected there. Then we have the body element. So this is a very important element again. Whatever we write between these two tags is basically the visible content of our web page. It may include, the headings, paragraphs, lists, images, and whatnot. Since this is a very basic HTML code, we're going to create a very simple web page. We just have heading and paragraph. Now H1 here is again another element just like P1. H1 will define our heading and P1 is for the paragraph. So it's a basic code for our first web page. So let's see how this works. Now one more thing before we do that is that note that the document is saved by first doc.html. Yeah, so .html is very important. This extension has to be used here. Now we'll go to the path that is specified here. And as you can see, it's the Microsoft Edge HTML document is here. We click on it and voila. So I already had opened one, I guess. So let's just focus on this. This is the title, as I said. This is the document name, which is so not the title. We have the heading, we have the paragraph, and yeah, this is how your basic web page looks like when you code it with HTML. Now, one question that maybe I should have asked myself and answered in the beginning is why create our own web page? We can use WordPress or Blogspot. So the main motivation behind creating our own web page is that we get 100% control on it. We can post the data that we want. We can also design it by ourselves. So if we want it in a certain way and other vendors don't provide it just the way that we want, we can design it our own. So these are two important motivations for me to develop to create my own web page. So yeah, I hope you have learned something about creating a web page using HTML, and I'll be posting more videos on web development as well as on my Python series. So be sure to watch all the videos, like them, subscribe to my channel, and share with your friends. So see you in the next video. See ya.